Hello, everyone. I decided to make a video on this. I'm sure you already know what it is. I've probably put it in the title. Um, I have to apologize first because I actually had this dream on I think it was June. So it took a while for me to come up with this video. But in the end, I decided that I should just tell it. Um, because I don't know, maybe there's someone out there and it might help them. And yeah, so I'm sorry that I didn't post this sooner, but I'll let you guys know everything at the end of it. So I guess I'll start with the dream now. So the dream started off with me in a park. It was blue, the sky was blue, it was daytime, and there was green grass and everything. It was like a normal park, you know. I really can't remember if there were trees or not, but I just remember that there was this bright, very bright light that it was like an orb, and it came from the sky and it came down to the park. I was like maybe 15, 20 feet away, and it was like super bright, but like it didn't burn my eyes, and I just felt like this immense like energy. Like I really can't explain it. It was just so powerful. Like the love and the light energy was really really powerful, and I guess the only way that I can describe it is, you know how like when you're being stared at, you have like this feeling. It wasn't exactly that feeling, but it was like it was a feeling like you knew that this was Jesus Christ. It was crazy, and it was so powerful that I actually got down on my knees, and like I started saying like, oh, it's Jesus Christ, son of man. Like I started like praising Jesus's name basically. And like you know, it was just a light. It wasn't Jesus yet. It was just an orb. And then suddenly he like the light sort of dissipated, and then you could see a man, and that was Jesus. And I was still on my knees, like, you know, I didn't cry or anything, but it was really powerful, and like I was really like praising his name. So once he appeared, there was like a group of people, like groups of people everywhere. They were all sitting down, and there was this one group in front of me, and they were all sitting down, and I walked up to them, and I took a seat because there was 9 people, and then myself, so that means 10. And then when you look to the right, there's another 10 people sitting around in a circle, and then when you look to the left, there's like more people. So they're like 10, 15 feet away, enough to where you can't really hear them, and they can't really hear us, but you could see them clearly. And I just remember that Jesus, we sat down, and then Jesus went to us one by one. He was in the middle, and he had like, I can't remember if he had a clipboard or he was just talking, but he definitely was talking. It wasn't in my head that he was saying stuff. He was talking out loud for everyone to hear in that group. So he went one by one, like you're rank one, you're rank two, you're rank three, or whatever. And I remember I was ninth place, and he was telling each person. He went from the first person to the 10th person. So if you're rank one, then he would talk to you first, and then if you're rank 10, then you were last. Um, so he was talking to rank one. He was like, "You did really well. You know, here's what you could do or do better." And then he would go to the second person. You know, you did good. Here's what you need to do. And then third, and then he came to me ninth. And I don't remember what he told anyone. And I just remember that it was just random people. I only remember 2 people that were in my group. There was this one black lady. I guess she was like in her 40s, maybe late 40s, early 40s, somewhere around there. And then there was this one fat guy, and he was tall and white. And so it was just random people. It wasn't just like, you know, my friends or family. I maybe I've seen these people in my life like maybe one time, but not to where I know them at all. So he told us each what we could improve upon, and his voice was, it wasn't light. It was like a man's voice, like you could tell. It wasn't raspy. It wasn't angry. It was just authoritative and kind of serious, like on the serious side, not like lovey-dovey kind of stuff, like, oh, blah blah blah. He was like, here's what you could do better. Um, he was really nice, respectful, of course. And there were, from what I can remember, there were no angels guarding them or anything. So, I mean, maybe they were hidden amongst us or something, but I couldn't see any angels or any creatures. It was just us in a park sitting down as he was talking to us. And I remember thinking when I first got there, like, wow, I barely made it. I'm like ninth place. Because the way that I felt about it is that, like, I barely made it. Like ninth, like 10th place was like the lowest. I was ninth, so I barely made it. And what I mean by that is, like, you know how when you're late or you're almost late to a meeting or something, where you're like, oh, I barely made it here. I feel like if I didn't come ninth or 10th, I wouldn't have been there at all. Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I would have been in purgatory or something. I don't think it was heaven though. Maybe it was. But I told my friends and family, and I told them that I don't think that it was heaven, but maybe because it was light and whatever. But I just didn't feel like, that was really good. I mean, it was a good place. You could tell that the people weren't angry or anything. There was no arguing. Everyone was really respectful. No one would interrupt them or anything. So that's my story. And I guess if you're staying around this part, I would tell you not to subscribe to me, because I'm probably never going to post another video. This is probably the only video that I'm going to post. So I guess now I'll tell you why it took me so long to post this video. And I guess it's because, well, first of all, I'm shy. You could probably tell that. And second of all, I didn't want this to come out and then hopefully, I mean, it's weird because in a way I hope it goes viral so more people see it, but I don't like attention. I don't want attention, but at the same time, I have to post this video because I feel like, I should. It's my duty to, like who can say that they met Jesus, right? And I have had like lucid dreams. If you don't know, lucid dreams are dreams that you can control. I've had them tons of times. I've flown, I've teleported, I've made buildings out of nothing. And let me tell you, I've never felt something so powerful as that. Like, it was incredible. Like, that's like a once in a lifetime experience, basically. So that's another reason I wanted to post it, because it's really, there's something there. It's not just a random dream that I had. It definitely made me like think that it was Jesus. And also, you might be thinking, oh, well, why'd you have that dream? And honestly, I can't tell you. Maybe this dream speaks to you in some way, but I honestly don't really know why I had that dream. It just sort of came out of the blue. I wasn't depressed or anything. One thing though is that I was starting, I'm still reading the Bible, but I was starting to read the Bible. And in my head, I thought like, oh, and I feel bad about it now, but maybe that's why I had the dream. But I was thinking, maybe Jesus isn't God's son or whatever, because you always, maybe not you all, but I was having a little bit of doubts, like not completely, but I was like, maybe Jesus isn't, because it's the New Testament, right? So it's like a brand new experience compared to the Old Testament, which explains everything else. But yeah, I think that maybe that dream was so that I knew for sure, like that's God's son. Jesus is God's son. So maybe that's why I had the dream. But I also just wanted to post this video for you guys, because after I had that dream, I was like, okay, am I the only one that had this dream? Maybe there's other people that were in my dream posted videos on YouTube, and I couldn't find anything on them. So maybe it was just me, and it was just random people that appeared in my dream, or maybe it was like a shared dream and everyone else had it. But I checked on YouTube, and I'm sure that you guys have seen it, but apparently there's like a lot of people that have been recently having dreams about Jesus or the rapture or whatever. And I didn't see those until I had my dream. So those were like after I had my dream, then I researched about it because I'm like, am I the only one? And I saw that I wasn't. So um, I guess maybe something is happening. But like I said, mine was peaceful. You see these other ones, and they're like, oh, there was screaming and people dying, but mine, it was pretty peaceful. So I'm glad that it wasn't like a nightmare or anything like that. But I just wanted to bring a little bit of this. That was another reason why I wanted to post this video, because I feel like there's a lot of like scary videos out there with Jesus, like, oh, he's coming with a sword. And, I'm sure that he is, but I just wanted to post this video as maybe some light, post my experience, definitely. And I guess that's about it. I don't really know what else to say. I'm sorry if there's anything wrong with this video. I haven't posted a video at all, like on YouTube or anything. So this is my first time sort of doing this thing. And, I might try to respond to some comments if you guys have questions. But like I said, I wouldn't bother subscribing at all because I'm not going to post any videos or anything, probably. So. All right. Well, hope you all have a good one. God bless you. Bye.